Welcome to the deep dive. We cut through the noise, get you the sharpest insights. Today, we're plunging right into the heart of industrial operations. It's a world where the stakes always high. Performance isn't just some goal; it's absolutely non-negotiable. You've ever found yourself, sifting through piles of specs, trying to nail down the gear that really delivers? Well, it's not about guesswork. It's got to be about certainty. So, our mission today. Let's demystify that search. We're taking a deep dive into Petol Gearench tools specifically and their strategic availability through peenergy.com. Think of this as your shortcut. Understanding how these really well-engineered tools, plus a focused supply chain partner, how they empower your operations. Driving efficiency? Sure, but also safety and reliability, big ones. What I find interesting here is it's not just about brute force, right? It's smart engineering arming your facility. We're looking at innovations that aren't just small tweaks. They're like fundamental shifts in how critical jobs get done. These are the tools, really, that form the backbone.
Meeting those tight timelines, keeping the crew safe, and stopping that costly downtime that gives operations managers nightmares.
Yeah, and what's really compelling is how these tools, they aren't just standalone bits of metal. They actually represent a legacy built on solving these persistent, really tough problems, the kind the industry sometimes just, learn to live with. If you connect that to the bigger picture, these aren't just instruments, they're precision-engineered solutions, designed to push boundaries in the toughest environments. And that brings up a key question for anyone running things, doesn't it? Where are those hidden inefficiencies or maybe unaddressed risks in the tools you're using right now? And what does industrial excellence actually look like when you start systematically tackling those?
That's a great point. And to really get that excellence, we need to look at the foundation. Petol Gearench. That name is basically synonymous with that mix of raw power and smart design. Muscle meets cutting-edge innovation, basically.
Absolutely. It all started with the Gearench Manufacturing Company. And right from the get-go, their whole identity was about leading through innovation. They didn't just enter the market, they actively revolutionized high-quality tool manufacturing. They rethought the fundamentals. For instance, back when lots of tools were pretty generic, prone to wear, Gearench focused on things like specialized alloys, ergonomic designs, stuff that dramatically extended tool life and, importantly, user safety. They really set new benchmarks.
So it's not innovation just for a new shiny object. These tools are specifically engineered with those real-world headaches in mind. The ones you face every day. We're talking about everything, right? From joints seized up in corrosive places, slippery conditions on the floor, or just the danger inherent in high-torque jobs. These features aren't just nice-to-haves. They're direct answers to problems that cost time, money, and sometimes tragically worse.
Precisely. And if you think about the wider operational context, it's all about getting rid of compromise in extreme conditions. Imagine, like, a remote oil rig, North Sea maybe, or a pipeline up in the Alaskan winter. These tools, purpose-built for relentless use, day after day, year after year, out in the field, in the cold, the muck, under the lights at 3 a.m., they're designed to perform when failure just isn't an option. They offer this robustness that, frankly, a lot of off-the-shelf stuff just can't match without risking breaking down early.
Okay, let's shine a spotlight on some specific tools then, and the real impact they have, because this is where it gets practical, right? First up, the Petol Surgrip Torque Wrench Head.
Yeah.
When I look at this, yeah, it's a masterpiece of smart design. And what's really clever here is its versatility, how it integrates seamlessly with any half-inch or three-quarter-inch drive, click-type torque wrench handle you might already have.
Yeah.
That adaptability, that's more than just convenient.
It really is. That practical advantage, the modular interchangeable design, it's huge for operational efficiency. It means your techs don't need a whole separate wrench for every single torque application. That cuts down your capital spending on specialized tools, definitely, and it streamlines your inventory a lot. Plus, it delivers ANSI level precision every single pull, every time. Now, for someone who knows the field, you get what that means. Avoiding over-torquing, which, leads to material fatigue, maybe catastrophic failure down the line, or under-torquing, causing leaks, loss of pressure. It's not just about less rework. It's about maintaining the actual integrity of critical assets, extending their life, directly impacting your mean time between failures across the whole operation. That level of reliability, well, it doesn't just make your profit margin healthier. It fundamentally supports your entire safety protocol.
Fascinating. Yeah, how one seemingly simple design choice ripples out like that. Okay, now for those really tough, heavy-duty jobs, the kind where you need serious muscle, we've got the Gearench Petol Special Chain Extra. This tool, to me, just screams solidity, purposeful design, sculpted for the most demanding industrial scenes. It gives you that confidence,
Yeah.
that you're never going to second-guess your tool choice when facing the really tough stuff.
Yeah, its core strength is just delivering maximum grip and torque, and crucially, with zero slippage. Even on pipes that are coated or corroded. Out in the field, that translates directly to safer crews, prevents those sudden violent slips that cause crushed fingers or nasty falls. More than that, it ensures consistent, efficient turns without actually damaging the pipe itself. That means fewer replacements and, critically, more uptime for your equipment. Think about the time saved, avoiding injury downtime. This tool really boosts operational integrity and team safety way beyond just getting the job done. It's a key factor in cutting incident rates in those high-risk jobs.
And sticking with safety, let's talk about the Petol hammer-tight wrench retainer and also the Titan chain tongs. The hammer-tight retainer, that's a genuine game changer, isn't it? Because it enables safer, hands-free, one-person operation. It's about fundamentally streamlining how work gets done, but without cutting corners on safety.
You've hit a critical point there. And it raises an important question, maybe for you listening. How are you actually measuring the ROI of safety improvements in your operation? In industries where every second counts and the costs of safety breaches, direct and indirect, are just immense. We're talking medical bills, lost workdays, fines, reputational hits. Well, tools like the hammer-tight retainer and Titan chain tongs become absolutely pivotal. They were specifically designed to get rid of the need for that second person holding a backup wrench. So right there, you're slashing the risk of pinch points, hand injuries in really high-stakes situations. These innovations, they're not just ergonomic niceties. They are strategic investments in your people, in your operational resilience. They directly impact your total cost of ownership long-term by cutting accidents and boosting productivity per person.
Okay, so we've talked about these incredible, highly specialized tools, but how do you actually get them? Reliably, consistently, without a load of hassle. That's where PEEnergy.com comes into the picture. They're really positioned as more than just a supplier. They aim to be the trusted wholesale partner, someone who gets the urgency of your deadlines and, critically, delivers every single time. It's more than just buying tools, isn't it? It feels like strategically investing in that legacy of excellence that directly empowers your business.
Exactly. For procurement managers, safety officers, operations directors, PEEnergy.com isn't just another vendor you transact with. They're seen as a field-tested partner in keeping that uptime maximized. They really grasp the nuanced challenges of keeping complex operations running smoothly, not just by shipping a part, but by being an integrated piece of your whole supply chain solution.
And the advantage PEEnergy.com offers you, the listener, it's pretty multidimensional. First, there's that selection. It's unrivaled, really. They stock a huge range, ready to ship when you need it. Now, we're talking specific, critical items, like that Petol Gearench torque wrench head we mentioned, or the ZT600 metered Petol torque wrench handle. Their commitment to keeping deep inventory means less waiting for you. And that translates directly to less downtime on your projects. Simple as that.
And beyond just having the tools, their focus on rock-solid documentation right there at your fingertips. That's invaluable. Picture this. You need the exact operating manual for a Titan chain tong, or maybe a drill pipe tong, DA2344. Instead of digging through files or waiting for someone to email it, you just download it right from their site. That speeds up compliance, makes technician training faster, ensures everyone's following best practices, all without those frustrating delays. It's a small detail, maybe, but it cuts administrative overhead dramatically.
Yeah, good point. And for anyone managing budgets, dealing with complex procurement cycles, their wholesale pricing and streamlined process, huge differentiators. You're getting manufacturer direct pricing, significant bulk pricing options if you're chasing larger orders, and a really fast quote turnaround. The ease of just one phone call or one RFQ, where you talk to an actual human who genuinely understands your business, your industry-specific needs. That's a massive time saver and, frankly, a stress reducer for any procurement team.
And finally, something that often gets glossed over but is absolutely critical, guaranteed quality and inventory assurance. Every single Petol Gearench tool you source through PEEnergy, covered by an express warranty, backed by decades of reputation for durability. PEEnergy stands behind every purchase. That means your operational uptime, your company's reputation. They're not left hanging. Their online catalog isn't just window dressing. It's kept meticulously updated, accurate. If you see it online, you can buy it with confidence. Knowing that inventory is physically there, ready to ship, that's crucial, especially in volatile markets where supply chain hiccups can bring everything to a grinding halt.
So at the end of the day, this isn't about just flipping through a fancy catalog, is it? Or buying from the usual suspects and maybe you don't quite grasp the urgency of your world. The ultimate goal here, for you, the operator, the safety manager, the procurement director, It's about effectively troubleshooting, solving, and ultimately, yeah, dominating those industrial challenges. It's about proactively arming your crew, giving them industrial tools engineered to actually win the war against downtime and equipment failure.
Yeah, if we just step back for a second, look at the big picture in critical industries. Close enough. It's never just an approximation. It's often a fast track to disaster. Petol Gearench tools are purpose-built
Black.
by job site veterans, people who understand what good enough actually means in this kind of context. It means bulletproof. It means 200/7 reliability, no matter the environment. It means getting fast, safe, repeatable results every single time. What this ultimately translates to for your operation is building an operational backbone that can just withstand anything. And that provides a real competitive advantage.
Okay, so let's recap our deep dive here. When you choose peenergy.com for your Petol Gearench tools, whether it's the precision of a Surrey of drift torque wrench, the raw power of heavy-duty chain tongs, or any innovation in between, you're not just buying something, you're making a strategic investment. Investing in the confidence that your site will run smoother, safer, and, yeah, ultimately, with more profit at the end of the quarter. It's really a move towards operational excellence, driven by having the right tools and, just as importantly, the right partner.
Well said. Knowledge is most valuable when it's understood and then rigorously applied, isn't it? This deep dive, I think, has really shown how specific, highly engineered tools, when coupled with a strategic supply chain partnership, can fundamentally transform industrial operations, moving them from just reacting to problems towards a state of proactive, high-performance reliability. And maybe just to leave you with a final thought to chew on. What is the true quantified cost of just settling for off-the-shelf mediocrity in your current operations? Not just the purchase price, but think about downtime, safety incidents, the operational lifespan of equipment, all those hidden costs. And then ask yourself, how might a strategic investment in certainty, in tools and a partner that consistently deliver that certainty, how might that truly redefine what maximum uptime and operational resilience actually mean for your business in the year ahead? Imagine that.